question 2. So we are given here with the table. We have on the right column the number of students, and on the left column the time that they spent in hours preparing. Now it is given that the median time for preparing is 4.5 hours. So let's write it down. The median is 4.5. Now the median is the value that 50% of the students spent more or equal than that preparing, and 50% of the students spent less or equal than that preparing. Now if the median is 4.5, so it's something between 4 and 5. Now we have here 5 plus 1 plus 4 students, which is 10. So 10 students spent less than that preparing, and since it is the median, then also 10 students must have spent that time, must spend more than that time preparing. So that means that 3 plus x here, the number of students that spent more than that preparing, more than the median, it must be equal also to 10, which means that x equals 7. So this is A. Now B, we have to find the standard deviation. So the standard deviation is sigma, and there's a formula for that in the booklet. Sigma equals the sum over xi minus mu, sum over I, and here it is square divided by n, and we need to take the square root of that. Now xi is the time sorry, I forgot here fi. So xi is the time that the students spend preparing, and fi is the number of students that spent that time preparing. So the values of xi and fi can be taken from the table, and they are known. However, the value of mu is the mean, is unknown. So in order to calculate the standard deviation sigma, we must first calculate mu. For that there is also a formula in the booklet. Mu is the sum of fi times xi over I divided by the sum of fi over I. So this term can be calculated from the given table. So I'll copy here the table again, so it will be convenient to calculate. And I will just go row by row. So we have to take fi, this is the number of students at the first row, time xi, the number of hours they spent preparing, which is 2. Then we have 1 student times 3 hours plus 4 times 4 plus 3 times 5 and plus x is 7, we already calculated it, and over the sum of fi, which is 5 plus 1 plus 4 plus 3 plus 7. So I'm going to use the calculator to calculate this term, and I get here 86 over 20, which is 4.3. So this is the value of mu. And now I move on to calculate sigma. So I will write down the term again. It's the sum of xi minus mu square over I divided by n, which is the total number of students. And I'm going to calculate the sigma square, so this is the standard deviation square, and then in the end I will take the square root of that to have the value of sigma. Sigma square is known as the variance. So again, I'm going to go row by row in the table. So and I forgot here, sorry, also the value of fi, the number of students. So the first row we have 5 students times 2 hours they spent preparing minus mu, which is 4.3 square. Moving on to the second row, we have 1 student times 3 hours minus 4.3 square, plus 4 times 4 minus 4.3 square, plus 3 times 5 minus 4.3 square, and plus x, which is 7, times 6 minus 4.3 square. And here we have n, this is the total number of students, which is 5 plus 1 plus 4 plus 3 plus 7. So I'm using the calculator to calculate this term, and I get here that sigma square equals 50.2 over 20, which is 2.51, and then I need to take the square root. So sigma is the square root of 2.51, which is 1.58. This is the answer to B.